Shadow Operation. Detective James Carter was one of the most experienced detectives in the New York Police Department. For the past 6 months, the city had been shaken by meticulously planned and professionally executed heists. Security cameras failed to capture any suspect's face, and witnesses could provide no clear information. It was as if the criminals moved like shadows, but they made a mistake in their last heist. A witness reported seeing a suspicious black van in a back alley behind the bank late at night. James and his team immediately sprang into action. A license plate check revealed that the vehicle was registered under a fake ID. However, James knew that with patience and attention to detail, they could track the van's movements. After hours of analyzing security footage, they discovered that the van had been driven to an abandoned warehouse on the Hudson River waterfront. The operation was planned immediately. It would take place at midnight. The team took strategic positions around the warehouse, sealing off all entry and exit points. Thermal cameras detected 4 masked figures inside, attempting to crack open a large safe. James spoke through his radio. "Is everyone in position? These guys are professionals. We need to be better." "Understood, detective." "Move in," James commanded. The team launched a sudden raid on the warehouse. The robbers panicked and tried to escape. 2 were neutralized immediately, another was caught at the exit, and the last one attempted to climb out through a window. James aimed his gun at him. "Freeze! Hands up!" The man hesitated but ultimately surrendered. The operation was a success. However, as James searched the warehouse, he realized this wasn't just an ordinary robbery crew. Among the stolen goods were encrypted documents revealing plans of a major crime syndicate operating across the city, and the mastermind behind it all was known as Shadow. Back at headquarters, James analyzed the seized documents. Shadow wasn't just organizing heists, he was planning a large-scale attack on the city's economy. The next target, a major financial corporation on Wall Street. If the attack succeeded, the city would face a massive financial crisis. There was no time to waste. The FBI and cybercrime experts were brought in. Security measures inside the building, entry points, and possible attack scenarios were meticulously reviewed. But as the operation was being planned, James received a mysterious phone call. A distorted voice whispered, "Be careful, detective. Shadow is watching you." The call ended immediately. The number was untraceable. James's instincts went on high alert. Shadow wasn't just a criminal mastermind. He was always one step ahead. If he knew they were coming, the operation was already compromised. Despite the risks, the operation proceeded. At midnight, FBI, SWAT, and NYPD teams surrounded the building. James entered the main server room with a cybersecurity expert. But the moment they stepped inside, the building's alarm blared. "They were expecting us," an agent shouted over the radio. Shadow's men had anticipated their every move. The security systems locked down, the doors were sealed, and a secret countdown appeared on the screens. This wasn't just a robbery. Shadow was about to erase billions of dollars in financial data. James's mind raced. They had only minutes to act. "Disable the system, now!" The cybersecurity expert frantically worked to break the codes as a gunfight erupted inside the building. Time was running out. Then James noticed a hidden panel behind the server racks. He opened it and found a small device emitting an encrypted signal, directly linked to Shadow's network. He grabbed his radio. "I found something! Cutting the signal now!" He smashed the device. Instantly, the system reset. The doors unlocked and the data wipe was halted. But Shadow was still out there. James turned to a nearby monitor. Suddenly, a video feed popped up. A hooded figure stared at him. "Congratulations, detective," Shadow said in a calm yet menacing voice. "But this is only the beginning." The screen went black. James took a deep breath, but this time things were different. The team tracked Shadow's escape route, leading them to a warehouse. NYPD and FBI units moved quickly. After a brief chase, Shadow's hideout was located. James drew his gun and stormed inside. "No escape this time," he said firmly. Shadow removed his mask. To everyone's shock, he was one of the city's most respected businessmen. The mastermind who had secretly controlled the underworld for years was finally caught. "Game over," James said coldly. As Shadow was taken into custody, the city had been saved from a major catastrophe. For For James, this wasn't just another case. It was a victory proving that justice would never remain in the shadows. But James knew that the world of crime never truly disappeared. One day, another shadow might rise,